No, it's just as a result of some of the conversations that have come up today, just one of my other businesses is pretty relevant to the audience here. So let me talk about what I'm here really originally to talk about, which is Love the Look. So Love the Look, we're very lucky we're part of Iris Nursery, and Iris, so images are everywhere, images are pervasive. People want to interact with images on a far greater frequency. The conversations that we've had today are all leading to the idea of multi-channel, multi-tablet, smartphones, immediacy. People see it, they want to get it immediately. So the example on the right-hand side there is Kate. That dress sold out in 7 minutes online. Yeah, it just shows you how quickly an image can go viral and how people want that dress immediately. So Love the Look was really born from me shopping in Brighton. I saw people wearing shoes. I couldn't find that precise pair of shoes. I tried to Google it, didn't get anywhere. And I started thinking about emotional purchases, namely fashion and interiors. You invest a lot of emotion into that purchase, but the way that I would describe a shirt is very different to the way that most of you would describe a shirt. So keywords don't really work. This was 8 years ago, and the idea of image recognition was very much in its infancy. But over the course of time, luckily my business partners had greater brains than I do, and they were able to create something that was able to instantly identify product or products in any online image and find similarities with other products that are available online. Now, you guys are all very much immersed in the retail space, so you will have seen image recognition. But what I would say to you is that we've developed an image recognition application that is so sophisticated that it can deal with millions of images immediately. We can monetize huge image banks. A lot of the image recognition software out there is very much based on a template or on a manual intervention. Ours is automated, and it automatically identifies the product and then creates a hotspot around it. And we've actually developed techniques that run simultaneously, so to the point where we're talking to a major global sportswear company through Iris, and they have quite an iconic shoe which is suede, and they want to be able to identify the difference between suede and leather. We can do that. Logo recognition, as we were talking about people like Fred Perry, where they have a very iconic logo, we can identify that. So the idea is that if you have a picture of a celebrity and you want to find something that's similar to them, you can actually very quickly find it within your budget, within your location. You can filter by postcode to find a store that's near you, for example. So it was really born from the publisher's perspective as well, that there's a lot of publishers out there with a very popular, successful titles offline. They've tried to bring that business online, and their incomes are diminishing through diminishing banner revenues. So it solves the publisher's need to find new revenue streams. It solves the retailer's need to actually find new markets, new audiences, and most importantly, it solves the user need who want immediacy. They want to buy it immediately. So there you go. So it's easily integrated. It's a SaaS model, and we can roll it out very, very quickly. This is really different. This slide was really designed for the publishers, but we can, as I say, we can do legacy projects. We're currently talking to the Washington Post, for example, with monetizing 3 million of their images.
Is it user-generated imagery or the brand owner's imagery, the publishers?
It can be both. It can be both. So we're primarily talking to the publishers, like the lifestyle bloggers, but it can be both. We're actually working on an app which I'll allude to in a minute. The other thing we can do is actually we can do closed catalogue apps. So again, we're talking to a sportswear brand at the moment about actually only having results from their catalogue. So it can be any image that you can put into the engine, but it will actually find the nearest match to their product. So, and as I say, we're in the process of actually we're in a lucky position where, unlike a lot of image recognition software, we can process billions of images. Now, what that actually means is that we can actually get into video, and we're actually having conversations with lots of people at the moment to identify products in images, which no other image recognition software can do at the moment. That also brings into play things like military and there's lots of lateral markets that are taking an interest in us. But for example, because we can actually get into video, it was interesting to me that originally the proposition was about selling product, but actually in a slight pivot, and it's kind of been reiterated several times today, it's actually become more about insight. And so this global sportswear brand, Dan sat in on the meeting, we're actually more interested in using this to identify amateurs that are wearing their shoes in a marathon, so that they can accurately then say how many people, rather than who ticks a box when they enter the ballot, they can accurately see really who's actually wearing it on the street. So there's lots of insight that comes out of this. But this is the most exciting part. And we're very lucky, as I say, we're part of Iris Nursery, and with Iris we are working on what is really going to be a game changer. We are going to take our technology into Google Glass, and unfortunately we don't have the demo. We're about 3 weeks away, but we think it's going to be the first application of its kind with image recognition plugged into Google Glass. So watch this space. So our advantages, as I say, we have a very unique mixture of techniques. The ability to recognise logos, to actually recognise the difference between fabrics. No one else can do that. If I stand like this, we can still recognise that I'm wearing blue chinos and a white shirt. Most recognition software, you have to stand straight. So we have a range of techniques that are far more reaching than other image recognition software out there. It's been designed primarily for fashion, but we can recognise any image. It can be used as an advertising platform as well. Interestingly, we're talking to Unilever at the moment, and they said about a high-end kitchen. If you've got high-end industrial lights and somebody's scrolling over them, they want to be able to serve a high-end cleaning product. They said, can we do that? Yeah, absolutely. You can actually, so it becomes a behavioural marketing tool as well. So you can place adverts in there.
Right, I might have to move on to you next.
Okay, this is the video. This is a slightly old video. So the image comes through to our system. We click get hotspots. That's actually now not manual. That actually is done automatically. It automatically detects that she's wearing a pink top. It searches our database. When this was created, we only had a couple of retailers in there, but we've now got over 200,000 products, and we're adding more each week. And you can click through, and the retailer gets a hot lead because they've actually shown a propensity to buy. We're actually developing a one-click system as well. So if you've actually clicked over, you've got multiple hotspots, and the jeans are from one retailer and the tops from another retailer, we're actually working on a platform which will actually allow an Amazon one-click model, so you can get it all in one place. So that's Love the Look. Thank you. All right. We'll get to the other one.
Just keep going, next slide.
Next slide. Oh, sorry.
If you can